Welcome back to our grand final. I'm joined by Henry, the head judge.
Hello,
Henry,
hi.
how you been?
I've been really good. I mean, it's been an exhausting day. I mean, we've had 8 rounds with a Swiss and a top 8 cut, and it's been dragging from since 10 o'clock this
And we've
morning.
had some very long games, as we witnessed just before. So
Yes,
there's been
yes.
plenty of ones that have dragged out to the very limits of what we think. But we are excited. It is Jason Z versus Vince Scanlan.
Yep.
You've been watching them play inside. Like, what are your thoughts? Who do you think's going to take it? Why do you think?
Both of them have very good outs at the moment. I mean, we've got Jason Zhu, who's playing a really tempo-heavy control deck.
Yeah.
He basically plays with building up, ramping up his actual hand, his resources, so he can actually get a board out, and also has answers just in case with in regards to.
Well, he's got lots of refreshes with the pain combo and stuff.
Oh,
like
definitely, and it just a lot of resource. It's just resource management heavy. Oh, and Vince is playing a Golbez deck, I believe, and a Golbez with a touch of other different units in here. I mean, we've got Geese, Shulk forward, and we've also even got Ridia, our Sid. He's got a lot of different outs for different sort of scenarios.
Well, speaking of, at the moment, Vince actually has Leviathans already in his hands. He's got two. Z's got a Una and a Waka and a Leviathan, so it's kind of business as usual.
Yeah, so both players are both players have qualified to be flown out to Japan at this point.
This is the pride battle.
This is more the pride battle. Yes, it is. Yeah, so one of them will be crowned the champion for Australia. Of all Australia for 2017, the other one will just be a lowly finalist.
It's all right. I mean, you still get a trip to Japan and you qualify for the
of course
international tournament. So
that's
pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go.
There we go. There's the flick of the card over there. I didn't quite catch it, but unfortunately. Anyway, so we've got the board state here. We've got Geese playing out with a Renoir as part of the auto ability. He did have to discard draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards afterwards as part of the auto ability. And then we've got a Waka paid by Jason. And we also just waiting to see what the board state is at the moment. He's judging a bit, yeah. And then we've got ooh, there we go. We've got a swing with a Geese. He's taking damage with a Zidane.
Yeah, and there was such a big move that the whole camera shook.
Oh, it's that much of an effect, I
Yeah,
think. It can't handle this magnitude.
Laid it down too hard. So,
fair enough. Yeah, and he's swinging with Renoir, blocking with the Waka.
Okay.
Yeah. In response, we will shoot down 7k with the Fisoya. But in the trade-off for that one, he has to take a point of damage.
Yeah.
It does trade off with the Renault, but but in that case, he also trades Waka off in the same vein.
So one damage each at this point.
Yep.
And it's kind of what we expected. I mean, Vince is happy to kind of take those points with the Fusoya.
Oh yeah, definitely. And he's just taking a swig of water. He's pretty thirsty. I think everybody is pretty thirsty at this point.
Yeah, he's maximum salt, so he has to get some water.
He is playing with the Aerith, paying a pain and tapping Yuno out. It is dulling and gets to reactivate dulling Yuno at this point now. Only to find what is he paying for? I believe it would be a pain at this point. Oh no, it's a Zidane. Oh, he's going to draw a card at this point. Yes.
They really need to stop kicking that camera, hey?
Oh, that's pretty.
I'm actually going to wave to production to get him to double check.
Yeah, they're shooting Zidane down with the Fusoya's ability, taking another point of damage for Vince as part of that drawback. And then he's swinging in for attacks with Geese. Maria's revealed on the damage board. It hurts. It hurts Jason a bit, but in any case, and he also plays a Golbez. Ooh,
so that's his Golbez. That's his.
Yeah. So the effect is basically just when it goes to the break zone, when it does enter the break zone from field, search for 4 units of cost that costs 2 of 4 different elements, or up to 4 different elements, and play it onto the field. Their auto abilities do not trigger, so if they have an NT on enter the field ability, it does not activate at all.
So he's playing that like kind of the zookeeper goal bears, like bring all the small ones in.
Yes, he is. Well, as I said, he is playing more. It is a Goldberg's. The Goldberg's deck is very notorious for just swarming in with a large field, and also as long as the opponent does not have a defense to take down, it would they'll be overwhelmed.
Yeah.
In this case, Jason does play a pain. And because he has a he gets a draw card. Does not activate activate his backups because he does not have Riku. Yes, Garnet. That's a very relevant card. Jason Z does play a lot of summons. He does play FFTCG, Kukulane, the Impure, Leviathans, the startup Valor Fours, and also Sylphs.
So
yeah,
takes his another point of damage there. It's a Durgan out.
Durgan out. Yep. And there was a swing from Golbez. Yep. So just let that damage slip through. And he just managed to get himself a. I believe it was. I think it was a Leviathan. I think it might have been a Valfor maybe.
Yeah. It's tough to see with the way he's doing it.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to see it with the hands. He'd be shuffling through. Actually, no, that's a Riku. Actually, sorry, I do apologize. There's a Riku. And he's most likely going to play that one out. Yep.
Yeah, there it is.
There's his setup gone.
The standard combo.
Yep. His setup is complete for that one. So now all he has to do is generate that sort of resource-heavy management by just adding in playing pains as much as possible until basically he runs out. Okay, he starts to swing with Golbez. Swings for face. And yeah.
Seeing what he's gone through. There's Riku again, takes the damage.
Takes another damage, and it's another Riku. Oh, that's probably a second Riku for that one. So, interesting note. He only plays the three heroic Rikus in his deck. So he doesn't have that much of a sort of mill sort of thing, heavy sort of aspect in comparison to a lot of other wind water.
A lot of the other Rikus is it's very mill heavy. It's they're trying to draw it out.
Yeah, because I believe in circulation there is about 12 Rikus but a lot of people tend to play probably 6 or at the most 8 roughly.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so he plays down a Shulk. Uses his activate ability on, and when it enters the field, play a 2-cost or less unit of a different element other than ice. If you do, player discards a card.
Right.
And then you got the enter ability of Ephemeral Summoner, which searches a summon. Look for that summon, shuffle your deck, and put that summon to the top of the deck. So it's more like a sort of a library tutor, and put it onto the pretty key for putting a EX burst summon.
Yep.
So if they do tend to attack, it is a bad drawback for them. If not, they get it in hand. So it's win-win either way. It slows down tempo, and also you gain a lot of advantage either way.
Yeah, well, and it is. It's. I guess it is. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what he does here. I go straight down with Steiner.
Yep.
So he'll be looking for a Zidane, no doubt.
Yeah, most likely be a Zidane. Or will either be mainly the light, just to generate more of that sort of advantage point, if anything.
Surely he has one. He hasn't miscalculated here.
I don't think so. I don't think he has exhausted all of his Zidanes. Unless he only play 2 Zidane, so it might be already because there's one. Because I believe
he's checked his discard pile enough, so you'd think he'd know.
No, there's one there. There's the other one. This one's the once it enters the play, select a card from your opponent's hand, and they have to reveal it as well, and then they have to discard that particular card.
This one's a bit tougher because they've both got the black pouches, so it's
interesting note with this one. It actually resolves on the effect only takes place at resolution. So they actually have to wait until priority is passed before the effect actually takes place.
Right.
The moment the effect they actually reveal their hand and actually discard the card, it actually the trigger the point of actual resolution is pretty much passed, and they cannot respond to it basically.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
Now he's literally just taunting
Yeah,
taunting
yeah.
Jason to just
Baiting, yeah.
debating just to swing forward. But at this point he's going to activate play Sylph to just gain damage.
So he gets the 1 damage there.
Yeah, but just that's because it's in response to Fusoya targeting a unit. Wishes to save that unit. Basically, he targeted, I believe, Steiner.
Yeah.
He gains 1k, and he also gains 1k from Garnet from her auto ability. Basically, whenever you cast a summon from hand, you gain 1k. Everyone you know on your field gains 1k.
Right. So.
But it was enough. And in this case, he broke. It did break. They did trade with Pain and. Actually, no. It actually appeared on Pain. I do apologize. So. It actually traded up with Golbez and there you go. You see there, he just floods the field with 2 cost units everywhere. It's looking pretty grim for Jason, especially with that much of a small board.
Yeah, that's I mean that's a lot of that's a zoo. Like that's a lot of little, of little units. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna shoot down Garnet for 7k. He is going to take damage, but that's inconsequential. But he puts. I cannot see what he put up there, unfortunately, because it does. His field is pretty wide.
Yeah. So yeah, he's lined them up everywhere.
Yeah, I know. All right, there we go. It's an Amon. There we go. 4 cost Amon. When it enters the field, it does on entry, and it also has an action ability. So when you tap it, you may dull a unit, basically tapping it and making it rendering unable to block.
So you can't. Yeah.
Unable to block or even attack if you do it at the start of an attack phase.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is game 1. I don't know what he does here.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be game unless he gets something really lucky. We got Pain going 1. Waka's first damage.
5.
Swing. Oh, he does activate that one. Yeah. Edge has a auto ability where it activates a backup every time it deals attacks.
So that's the first back.
Backup being reactivated by Edge's auto ability. We also have Mime partying up with a Funeral Summoner. Draws. So partying up whenever a party attacks with a unit, draw a card.
Right.
Yeah. He also can party attack with pretty much any color if he wanted to, except for. Yeah, any color if you wanted to, except for light and dark. If you did that, then it's unless you had the relevant units. And then there we go.
Yeah, wow.
All the just the amount of units out in the field.
Yeah, I mean, what was he going to do? How was he going to defend from that?
Not much, unless he had a board wipe. Unfortunately, he does not want that much of a board wipe on.
Yeah, it strikes me that it's like the Golbez seems like a good way to deal with Jason's style of play.
Yes, it does. You just go wide board. It actually, because Jason focuses on more central heavy decks, like the ones that have a very strong base. He just knocks it down with tempo.
To deal with Jason Lee's cores. He just dealt with them pretty well.
Yeah, definitely. Like he's pretty good against the bigger sort of thing, but against aggro decks like this, it's a bit of a harder turn because he, as I said, he does not have wide field destruction. In this case, the only ones he has is the Velafor starter, which actually he only runs 2 of. He only pings for about 6k, 3k a piece, so it doesn't really do too much of a hard.
Keeping the energy up.
Yeah, definitely. And it's been a lot.
There I was thinking this last game was going to be a long one.
No. I
home very soon. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a.
They are by 9 at this rate.
They are playing. It is as I said, it is for bragging rights. So we're just gonna. They are gonna take it a little bit more lighthearted compared to.
Yeah, well, I mean, like the big one, the big concern is over now. Like they both know they're going. Now this is just the trophy rights. Yeah,
trophy rights. One of them will be a. One of them will be a winner, and the other one will be a wiener. I don't know.
That'll be something. Yeah.
In any case, they're probably running on fumes at the moment. Like, there you go.
It's got to be a bit brutal. I mean, like we've been here streaming all day, And it's bad enough for us. You guys have been organising it from about the same time. We got here about, we were here at 7. You guys were probably here a little bit earlier.
I myself was actually here at around about the same time, 7. But I've been up since 5 a.m.
Yeah,
so
right.
if we do this for the games we love.
My alarm was set for 5:30, so I appreciate you guys offering us the opportunity to come down and stream this for you. And hope everyone's enjoyed the stream.
Definitely.
It's been good talking to the judges. It's been good talking to yourself.
Of course.
Obviously very knowledgeable about the game.
Of course, definitely. Yeah. This game's been a pretty interactive one as well. I mean, not only just for players in a local sort of sense, or even in an interstate or sense. It also is reaching out internationally as well. I mean, we've had people interconnected with over Europe, America, even Japan. Even I mean, it's pretty multi-cultural in a sense.
Well, there was lots of talk about the different metas from the different nationals and stuff
definitely.
like that. And Australia, even in fighting games, in a lot of stuff, we tend to create our own metas.
Yep.
But looks like they're our first 2 hands there. So
that's very.
Vince has 2 Shilks, an Amon,
and Melweb and a
Rig
Deer. And Jason has a Bart, a Pain, a Waka, Barbarisha, and a Valafor as start of Valafor. And Vince has opted to play the Melweb. What that does is actually allows him to draw 2 cards and then discard 1 from his hand. It's more literally just a filter draw sort of a card. Great for pitching that sort of like dead card that you can't play with.
The one that's not going to do much for you.
Yeah, and Jason plays out the Maria. That's one of his key staple cards, and it actually bolsters his forward force to a great degree. Oh, definitely. and then we've got Vince here, who's played out the Fusoya, as well. He's got his key piece on the board. Just shoot down everything. Does not give 2 hoots about it. Oh, he plays Jason plays Artemission, so basically he's going to
basically mulligan again.
Yeah, he's going to mulligan his whole hand and draw, I believe, 4 new cards as part of the effect, because he pitched down 4 cards to the bottom of the deck as part of the effect. And he passes. Both of them are just really wanting to play resource heavy at the moment. They don't want to commit yet. They don't want to swing yet. Oh, it's pretty substandard at this point. Ditches a Shulk, puts he does not.
So you're out there.
Yeah, he ditches something else though. He ditches Rigdeal for free, and then he plays Gramis. He's going to search for a category 12 unit. He's going to search for his Geese. That very strong judge. Oh no, I think I know what the combo is here. 1, 2, 3, 5 Geese Shulk. Yep, he's playing that. Drop the 2 cards and then play Rigdeal. Oh, and then discard a card. That's flooding the field for 5 cost.
Yeah, wow, he's already straight up to
Yep.
Like, he's not muck around. He's just like, nah, screw this. I'm not gonna let you even try and set up your little deck.
Nah.
You're done.
Yeah, he's gonna flood the field. I mean, it's been really a couple of different decks that actually utilize this sort of flood the filter, and Shulk being one of the key points. Although Geese has not seen much play, or haven't heard that much.
I've seen Geese was actually Vince. So.
Yeah, Vince has been really consistent with that one actually. But yeah, you've had different sort of people test out everything. I mean, for some sort of people play casuals, they like to play a tribal Final Fantasy VII deck, which Shulk is part of.
Yeah.
And then they just play that with, say, Weiss into Shulk into a 2-cost forward of a different element other than ice. But ahead of that, we are going to put down a Yuna for Jason.
So not surprising. Obviously, Jason's been putting his
Oh, and then he just triggers a Kuchuland the Impure. He's only going to reduce power by 1,000, but he is going to get that draw over as sort of bonus for his tempo. Swings for Rigdia. Takes another damage. He's got no forwards. He's basically and then got another forward. The 3 damage is coming to his face. I think. Yeah, he's taking it all. 3 damage. He gets a searcher. He gets a searcher Riku or Yuno. At this point, he's probably looking for his Riku. Yeah, with Pain's EX Burst. Fun fact with EX Burst, they cannot be responded to by at all.
Yeah, and
it reminds me of like some sort of like it's like a very good comeback sort of mechanic for a lot of card games that don't have it. In a sense, I mean there are.
Well, it is to have like something that just cannot be answered is it's not something that's particularly common. So.
No, it is not. And not only that, we also had the fact that you've got you can discard cards for to generate resource. That's also another sort of thing that actually
is reasonably unique to this one.
Yeah, definitely. At this point now,
you don't need the mic. You can see the hands. That's enough.
You don't. Yeah.
There's the Aerith.
Aerith reactivates the 3 backups there. He is running rather low on options. He needs his forwards, and he needs it very soon as well.
Has he got anything in his hand?
He's got Stein. Looks in here. He looks like they have Steiner. He's got a lot of summons, but he's mainly got Steiner as one of the key cards there. And a Waka, I believe, in his hand with the 4 cost there. But mainly just summons and backups, really, and besides that.
There's a Steiner.
Yeah.
So how comes Zidane next, no doubt?
Yeah, there you go, Zidane Light.
There it is.
In response, he does ping, he does ping it in response to, he's not. There's a bit of I think there's a bit of collusion here. I'm not too sure what's happening here. He's probably doing in response to Zidane, to Steiner's auto ability. In searching Zidane, it still triggers. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But at the same time, but I don't know why. Actually, no, because he's got Artemission. Sorry, I do apologize. Yeah. He's got Artemission, so he is an 8K. Oh, there we go, Zidane. Oh, he's switching it out. Oh, get out the foil. Everybody.
Gotta make it pretty for stream.
Oh yeah, it also blinds us for days. Everybody is having fun tonight at this one. All the banter. But yeah, he plays the Zidane down. It's a bit hard to actually see it because some of the cards are covered up. It's a bit hard to keep track of game state, but it is 8K because there's of Maria and also Steiner. There's also FF9 character on board, which is Artemission, the one where he mulligan his hand down. Yeah. So it is a category 9 card. So he does gain 1K. So he technically 6 and then 7 and then 8 for Maria.
Right.
Yeah. So I do apologize for that.
It's alright.
This board though, actually, he needs a bit more though. He does need a bit more though. He shoots down the Waka and passes the turn. And yeah, this is where things get really interesting. He's gonna swing with this. The all 8K except for Waka, who is 9 at this moment. He's willing to. I think he really wants to trade of some sort.
I mean, I know that's a decent bit of power, but
yeah,
it's not insanely tanky.
Oh no, it is Cyclops. He just reduces the power completely and just takes.
There's the Waka gone.
There's Waka gone. There's Zidane gone. It actually affects the whole field. He shoots Zidane down as well. Swings with Rigdia. At the moment, Steiner is at 5,000 at the moment.
It's from the Cyclops, yeah?
From the Cyclops, yeah. He's taking 5,000 less damage, 5,000 less, but
there's another damage there.
And then he's going to trade up Shulk with Steiner. So overall, not too bad of an effort for Vince. Jason is also trying to put up a sort of a last stand. Yep. So he's paying with his backups, but then when Bart enters play, all the wind characters reactivate. He's got
Hands it over.
he's got a 10k body now, but this is inconsequential compared to what
So there's a Geese.
Geese is
Lots
got.
of Barts.
Another Cyclops. He
the
shoots
second
another
Cyclops.
Cyclops down. Oh gosh. At this point, he's got oh, he mills him and he drops down a Fanfrit. Wow. Wow, he drops down a Fanfrit. That would have been very consequential for Jason because he just
A nice open board now.
yeah. Now he's got an open board.
Is that 6 or is that 5?
That is 5 at the moment. In second, one more. At this rate, he needs to put down forwards at this point in time. There's no question about it. Otherwise, yeah, it's
Yeah.
the pride battle is over.
Yeah, it's yeah. He's kind of just playing with his food at this point.
Oh, which one, Vince or Jason?
Well, yeah. Well, which one? Come on.
Jason did draw in a win Zidane. He's going to basically look at his hand and force a discard off one of them. So, oh wow, yeah, he knows which option he's gonna give. Jason's gonna take. He's gonna probably get out the ethereal. There we go. Goodbye. Another fun note. You can't actually pitch light cards for resources.
Right. Yep.
They actually really become useless and dead in your hand. Takes another damage, but because Vince did not realize that Zidane is actually 8k and he's only dealing 7 because he had two cards or less.
Is that
Yeah, he gains power as soon as his opponent has 2 cards or less. Yeah, he gains 4k, and because of Maria, it becomes 8. But he only dealt 7, so bit of a misplay.
Miscalculation.
For Vince, yes.
Yeah, there's that game 3 confirmed.
No. Not yet. Ephemeral Summoner. Gets out that Leviathan. Oh. What is he doing? He's going to. he really has the shakes at the moment. We have a little.
Last time just happened to drop his deck on the table.
We have. He actually made a little bit of a joke. He wants to. That his deck name is wanted to make a name for is shake it like Michael Fox.
Right.
Okay. Michael J. Fox. But then again, I don't know. He's probably just nerves or excitement. I don't know. Either.
Probably. I mean, adrenaline does it to you. Hey, so it can be either way.
Everybody's having a fun time. I can hear it from over here.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna mill it. Oh, he mills it with Riku. Oh, that's his. Oh, wow! Wow!
There you go.
Wow! There is no words. I'm sorry. There is no words. We have decided that, but I believe he's gonna play it out, bounce it, and then swing with Geese. There we go. It's game. Vince Scanlan is your 2017 Nationals champion. Oh gosh.
There you go.
I
mean, look, if you're going to play the memes, play the memes.
Definitely play memes.
Well, I guess that is a wrap.
That it is. That is the end of Australian Nationals for 2017.
And it ended much quicker than I thought it would. So we're all ready to go home by 9. Well, not ready to go home, but we're ready to start packing up by 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
so
I'm very happy with that. Everybody is.
I think everyone's ready to go home and go to bed. But before that, we've got a lot of work. But let's do some quick shout-outs. So thank you to Henry and the judges team for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you to VR Distribution for sorting this out. Thank you to Square Enix.
Oh, definitely.
Thank you to all of our players, all 136.
Somewhere up there.
There.
It is 130 plus.
There was a lot of people there. So thank you anyone who joined in, and thank you for putting up with my noobness. I know nothing about. I know very little about the game. I've seen it played a few times in Japan. So
definitely.
Your guys definitely carried me.
Yeah.
But it's been an absolute pleasure streaming it, and I hope you guys have all had fun.
Well, it was a pleasure being on here too.
So thank you very much.
Thank you.
If you do enjoy, especially Japanese games and stuff like that, don't forget to check out newgameplus.tv.
Definitely.
We are twitch.tv/newgameplus.tv. My name's Jason. This is Henry. Henry.
Hi.
And we are ready to go home. See you later, guys. And yeah, congratulations to Vince.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Omedetou.
Yay.